He knocked me over. I landed on the dog bowl.
This one's wife. I have a carol concert too. Hello, I'm hgtudor. As many of you will no doubt be aware, Her Royal Highness the Princess of Wales is going to return to Westminster Abbey, and she's going to host her 4th annual Together at Christmas Carol service on Friday, 6th of December. It's a joyful celebration of Christmas, and the service offers a moment to reflect on the importance of love and empathy, and how much we need one another, especially in the most difficult times in our lives, according to the statement that is on the Westminster Abbey website. Spearheaded by the Princess and supported by the Royal Foundation, the service will shine a light on individuals from all over the United Kingdom who have shown kindness towards others in their communities, whether on a personal level with friends and family, through their work, or as they selflessly give up their time through volunteering. There's going to be 1,600 people in the congregation, which will include members of the royal family and recognisable faces who in their own ways have shown how love can help others thrive. The world-renowned Abbey Choir will be performing some of the nation's best love carols alongside musical performances by guests including Paloma Faith, Olivia Dean and Gregory Porter. It's going to be filmed for broadcast and you'll be able to watch it as part of a special programme on ITV1 in the United Kingdom on Christmas Eve. So the Princess of Wales returns with her much enjoyed and successful carol service. I wonder if she'll play the piano again. And this has been publicised, which of course means that it is seen as a prestigious event. It's taking place at Westminster Abbey, no less, with a large congregation and appearances from the royal family and famous people. So all a rather attractive package, isn't it? But since this is what the nemesis is up to, this one's wife cannot let the matter go by without reminding us of her existence. And she does so by hosting her own carol concert at St. Paul's Cathedral, perhaps? No, after all, as Harry has explained, he sees it as unlikely that he and his wife will return to the United Kingdom, and as I have explained on many occasions, this one's wife's own narcissism prevents her from returning to the United Kingdom because of the perception of too many threats to control. So perhaps she's going to do the equivalent at a church in the United States, hosting a carol service, which is going to be broadcast on a channel that she'll be able to invite all of those A-listers. Oh, no. Well, some famous people who need a friend to come along to it as well. Perhaps that's what she's got planned. No? No. Oh, well, maybe she's going to do a fireside chat at Monty Shit Show, where her and Harry, wearing Christmas jumpers, sit with the children at their feet whilst they read Christmas poems to us or Christmas stories and have some eggnog and talk about how meaningful and how change can occur through Christmas. Perhaps that's the idea, something intimate and cosy, but also broadcast so it can be monetized. No? Oh, not doing that. She must be pounding the streets, mustn't she? She's gathered together a group of marvellous singers who are all going to dress up in traditional outfits, holding a lantern, and they're going to go door to door raising funds for charity with a film crew following them, broadcasting it to spread good cheer. No, she's not doing that either. Well, what possibly could she be doing to try and upstage the Princess of Wales? Well, I'll tell you. It comes courtesy of one of the supine publications, People, that tells us this one's wife is supporting a UK charity close to her heart. Guests at the Smart Works inaugural carol concert in London on Tuesday, December the 3rd, were welcomed with a message and a poem from their patron. Oh, so she did turn up in London and attended a carol concert. I see. Well, that's interesting and puts my theory, blows that out of the water, doesn't it? There she is. She's turned up at a carol concert in the United Kingdom at the Marylebone Parish Church as part of Smart Works' inaugural carol concert. Oh, no, she didn't attend. she basically sent a printed message which appeared in the concert programme. Well, what did she write? Well, it came as a message from our patron, the Duchess of Sussex, once again, utilising the title provided to her from a family that she doesn't like. As proud patron, it is my pleasure to warmly welcome, split infinitive, you all this evening to the Smart Works Carol concert. Tonight promises to be a truly magical celebration filled with special guests and performers, and most importantly, the shared spirit of community that defines Smart Works. Together we gather to honour the work and dedication of this remarkable organisation, which continues to empower women across the UK through coaching, dressing and instilling confidence on their journey to employment. Thank you for giving your support by being here in St Marylebone Parish Church under the beautiful haze of Christmas wreaths and candlelight. In a year where the landscape for women in the workplace has continued to shift, SmartWorks has stood as a steadfast source of encouragement. Their service is more than rediscovering employment, it is rediscovering empowerment. As SmartWorks continues to uplift the community, I hope you will continue to support them. I hope you enjoy the festivities, and from my family to yours, I wish you a very Merry Christmas. Not a holly jolly one, but a very merry one. So that's the message that's come from this one's wife, which was either written by one of her team or she picked out the bag of fridge magnet platitudes, threw them at the fridge, and that's the message that has come out of it. Plenty of empowerment that has been mentioned. Attended by people, the inaugural event at St Marylebone Parish Church showcased a performance by X Factor winner Alexandra Burke, a reading by comedian Jennifer Saunders, both patrons of the charity, so they could bother their backsides as patrons to turn up, and a special performance by the Disney Voices Choir. It then tells us when SmartWorks was founded and that she's been a patron, that's this one's wife, since 2019. The volunteer-led organisation has helped over 35,000 women in 11 centres across the UK since its inception. This one's wife's touch was also felt in her selection of the reading of the poignant poem I've Learned by the legendary poet and civil rights activist Maya Angelou, which reflects on the profound value of human connection and the importance of giving back. And in the programme it tells us, please sit, and I've Learned by Maya Angelou, read by Mel Gray, former SmartWorks client, reading chosen by the Duchess of Sussex. And what has she learned? Well, I'll tell you. I've learned that no matter what happens or how bad it seems today, life does go on and it will be better tomorrow. I've learned that you can tell a lot about a person by the way he/she handles these three things: a rainy day, lost luggage, and tangled Christmas tree lights. I've learned that regardless of your relationship with your parents, you'll miss them when they're gone from your life. I've learned that making a living is not the same thing as making a life. I've learned that life sometimes gives you a second chance. I've learned that you shouldn't go through life with a catcher's mitt on both hands. You need to be able to throw something back. I've learned that whenever I decide something with an open heart, I usually make the right decision. I've learned that even when I have pains, I don't have to be one. I've learned that every day you should reach out and touch someone. People love a warm hug or just a friendly pat on the back. I've learned that I still have a lot to learn. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. No doubt your irony-ometers have exploded as a consequence of the content of what this one's wife presumably has selected herself, but more likely a member of her team had chosen by virtue of this poem from Maya Angelou. One can't imagine that this one's wife has ever dealt with tangled Christmas tree lights. She's probably barked an order at somebody to sort them out. As for lost luggage, well, Harry has to carry it, so there's a good chance it has been lost at some point. Hilarious that it references, regardless of your relationship with your parents, you'll miss them when they are gone. That will have not hit home with her because her narcissism will have prevented her from doing so, telling her that she's right to have nothing to do with her father. She will, of course, nod sagely, if she's bothered to read this at all, about giving something back, because she always believes that she does, even though she takes from everybody that she's involved with. That is the way of the narcissist. She, of course, will recognise in herself that she, of course, behaves with an open heart. That is the way that she is. She also, of course, will heartily embrace the suggestion of hugging people and touching them, as she mauls them and paws them and claws them on a regular basis. This one's wife doesn't realise that she's yet to learn everything. She thinks she already knows it all. But of course, if you were to put that to her, her narcissism would suggest to the contrary. Of course, all of this is about this one's wife ensuring that she's not forgotten about. Whilst Catherine knocks it out of the park with her carol concert at the end of the week at Westminster Abbey, this one's wife simply just cannot sit back and let it go unreferenced. She has to let everybody know that she's doing something too. But whereas Alexander Burke and Jennifer Saunders got off their backsides and actually went to the concert, this one's wife arranges for a message to be sent and for a reading poem to be selected. That's good of you. Nevertheless, it ensures that she forms part of a PR puff piece to make it seem like she actually cares, when we all know that the only thing she cares about is herself. I'm HG Tudor. Thank you for listening.